Let's stop and talk about science for a few minutes. Many of you may not know that I used to be a biologist. Until my mid-40s, that was my career, and I loved being a biologist. Ever since I was a little boy, at least all the way back in junior and elementary school, actually. I dreamed of having some kind of job like that allowed me to work with science or work in nature. And it was because I was just fascinated by all the things that I saw going on around me in the universe. Whether it was the stars that I saw in the sky, or the birds that I saw, or the fish that I would see when walking along streams, the plants, just all of those things fascinated me. And honestly, all these kinds of things that I saw actually deepened my desire to understand God and to know God. I just had this personal great sense that all of this order and all of this beauty and all this magnificence couldn't be just an accident. It had to come from something. There had to be someone who designed, or at least someones who designed all of this. And so I think of a couple of scriptures like Psalm 19 verse 1 that says, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies declare the works of His hands." Where I live now, I really enjoy going out in early morning, just before the sun comes up, and you start seeing the sky become just incredible reds and yellows and oranges. It's just so beautiful. It helps me just see the incredible artistic qualities of God. I love it in the daytime, just the beautiful blue skies and all the different cloud formations that I see. And in the evenings, the sunsets are gorgeous as they go down over the mountains. After the sun goes down, then next thing you know, there are planets, there are stars, there are times when we see the shooting stars, and just all of those things fascinate me. And they actually amaze me about God. I just think about, wow, He is just so incredible to create this universe. In Romans 1 verse 20, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that man is without excuse." The Bible clearly teaches us that there's a lot of qualities of God that we can learn and understand simply by observing and thinking about and learning and understanding more about the natural environment around us. There was a Pew poll taken in 2009 about scientists. And there are many successful scientists that believe in God. In fact, in the United States, according to this poll, 51% believed in God or some kind of higher power. 33% specifically believe in God. And then the other part of that 51%, and they know that there's some kind of higher consciousness or something, but it's just not something that they could easily define. Now, there are some scientists that are agnostic, and then there are atheists. In fact, 41% of the scientists in the United States consider themselves to be atheists, which is actually kind of a large percentage compared to many other demographics. But whether a scientist believes in God or doesn't believe in God, the more that they uncover the truths and the realities about the creation, then the more help that gives believers in seeing God and having God being revealed to us. And so I love science, and I hope that you will enjoy science as well.